which, you know, is disrespectful in some way, but it was all, what upset her was it reminded her of her father. So we cleared that, we sent light to her 3-year-old self, cleared the issue, and now she was full of joy and whatever, and she came up with a way to add 10% to her business. So she spent 10 minutes clearing this, and she added 10% to her income by clearing this and then saying, what would it take to take my business to the next level? So I was inspired by that story. I think often we get in our own way. The only thing that's stopping your business getting to where you want to go is yourself. And it's yourself from your childhood, yeah? We often carry crap around from our childhood, you know, beliefs that we have, or, you know, unhealed trauma that we have from childhood, and we reenact it in our business. I mean, I think business in many ways is a spiritual growth pursuit. It's like marriage, right? Has anyone here been in a relationship or marriage, and although it was a little traumatic, they kind of came out of it growing spiritually? Same thing can happen in business. Has anyone had that experience in their business? They've like gone through stuff and they've grown? I think that's why we get up to this business thing here on this planet. Partly. I mean, we make money, we have fun, but it's also so we can be better human beings and we can be bigger. All right, sales. I think you're starting to get the pattern here. You've got to clarify what you want. You use the what would it take. Okay. You can ask. Not every client qualifies to be your client. Not every prospect is good enough to be a client for your business, right? Does anyone here fire clients from their business? Yeah, you like look at you kind of, I used to do a spreadsheet for this. I kind of rank them on, like, do they pay on time? Are they joyful to work with? Do they give me referrals? And then give them a score, and then the bottom ones, they kind of, okay, ciao. I give them a referral to someone else who wanted the business. But you can do it intuitively, like, hey, which ones are the bright and shiny ones, which ones are not. Definitely makes you feel better when you do it. And then, for me, I don't know what your experience is. When I've done that, I got better clients real quick. Has anyone else had that experience? When you got rid of the bad ones, you got more stuff come in? Yeah? Yeah, what were you going to say?
I have a question for you about the last dot point up there.
Yeah.
Because we build websites, a lot of people don't want to give an indication of their budget.
That's why you ask them intuitively.
That's what I was going to ask you if there's any tips for that. Because, like,
yeah,
see, part of it is our job is to come up with a quote, which is fine.
Right.
But sometimes, you know, people want a $10,000 website built, and then you do all this stuff and put a proposal together for 3 hours, and they go, oh, my website, my ballpark was $500 or something. Obviously, you can ask in advance about a ballpark, but you can
ask intuitively. You can say, what is this person going to be happy spending? I've done that. I did a job recently, and my intuition said they could spend $110,000 on this project, and I ended up bidding it for 69. That was the number that my intuition said to bid it at. But I knew they would have paid more, and they were happy, and they signed immediately,
And do you find that after, like, how quickly do you find that? After one email, after having 5 meetings?
No emails, no meetings. That was me feeling what energy they had.
Okay.
So, I mean, I had talked to them about the thing, but we hadn't emailed about what's the price and all that stuff.
Okay. Cool.
So, yeah. But, keep a journal of what your intuition says and see how successful it is. And you can do, if the number isn't good for you, you can either send light into it, clear the issue, see if you can get them to come up, using intuition, using magic, or you can just say, hey, this isn't gonna work. And then if you're pretty clear intuitively, like, hey, they only want to pay $500, and I know it's going to be at least $10,000. You can just be like very matter of fact, hey, I'm just getting this impression that you don't really have a $10,000 budget here. Is that right? And you don't have to be mean or anything. It's like, and they'll be like, whoa, yeah, no, I can't do 10,000. And then you just saved yourself 4 hours. So, I mean, on a practical 3D level, I'm totally fine asking people their budget. You just say, look, we do websites, and we can either do like the Ford Taurus website, or we can do the Cadillac website, or we can do the Rolls-Royce website. And those would typically price this range, that range. They'd be like 5 to 10,000, or 20 to 30,000, or 100,000 plus. Where do you feel you are?
Yeah.
That's a way to do it.
And that kind of stuff works really well for most people, just that sometimes there are people who you think might be a good fit, but when you ask them about their budget even for a range, they might say, I don't know, you come back to me something. And that's where I think
Well, you just give them a number.
Yeah.
Just say, look, this could be between 10 and 20. And should we even be talking anymore? And see what they say.
And I even think in that instance as well, you can, like if they're still like just waffling, you can say, listen, I don't want to waste your time anymore, and certainly, so just like frame it in that, right? Of like, hey, I would really rather not waste any of your time or my time, so let's just get clear, like just, and like push again and just ask again, and then.
And you can also do a negative reverse, right? Where you back away from it. Say it's a bit like a pendulum. If you try and push them, you need this, buy it from me. They're like, whoa, true, back away. But if you pull away from them, like, I'm not sure if this is going to be a fit. I'm concerned you may. And then they try and come to it. Yes, we want to let us buy from you, please.
Yeah. Or even. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Go ahead.
I've heard you say use magic a couple times.
Yeah. What does magic mean? That means where you manipulate reality by changing the energy of the situation.
How do you?
I throw light into it. I clear stuff from the youngest age. I use what would it take. Those are all ways to use magic. You already use magic in all of your businesses. You just don't call it magic. It's any time you shift the energy of the situation to get what you want.
But here you mean like you're setting an intention for that.
You're setting a clear intention and using some spiritual tool. You're doing a visualization, you're doing a what would it take, you're doing some kind of clearing, you're asking angels to come in. You can ask angels are just sitting around here like, la-di-da, when's Lockham going to ask me to do anything? It's like, if you don't ask them for anything, they're one of their primary rules is they won't help you if you don't ask, because they don't want to interfere. But you can ask, okay, I want an angel to come in front of me that's going to help me with this sale. And then ask them for. So let's just do that, right? Has anyone here got a sales situation going on now?
I'm going to try to use that with this client. Like, she's just been so.
So let's do it right. Let's do it. Are you okay?
Yeah, of course.
So would you ask one of your angels who would help with this sale to come in front of you right now?
Yeah.
Do you feel their presence?
Mm-hmm.
Will you put your hand out and ask for a gift from them to help with this sale? Okay. And what do you get? What do you notice in your hand?
It's so interesting. Well, okay, I'll stay with this. Honestly, all I can connect with is I'm seeing. I just can't ignore this, but what I really see and sense is I can go so directly to her pain and her struggle that I instantly, as soon as you even ask this angel to come, it was actually almost that I want to surround her with this light and these angels and support her through seeing this, I don't know, like this choice, this step, this opportunity. That's what comes.
Okay, so you got some inspiration.
Yeah.
Let's just ask this. Let me see if I can phrase this in a way that will work for everyone. Okay, so what would it take for my business to be more profitable and more